Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 9 on Fargo CW.
New developments tonight surrounding a search of the Red River. A source close to efforts confirmed to Valley News Live that the body of a man has been found. Rescue crews were looking for a man who apparently disappeared while swimming in the Red River. The search centered near Lindenwood Park and began around 1:30 this afternoon. Calls to police to get further information have not been returned. This could be the last time our area plays host to Pyrotechnics Guild International Convention. And it's not because people are complaining about the fireworks shows put on by the group. It's because they may not have land to use for their displays. As Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker reports, our area is growing and sometimes we're missing out on big acts and revenue due to limited venues. That's leading to some tough decisions over in West Fargo.
In the last year, we have been in discussions with the city of West Fargo about building a new convention center on our grounds.
Brian Scholes, general manager of the Red River Valley Fair, on the possibility of a new convention center in West Fargo and what it means for the Pyrotechnics Guild International, which is a fireworks convention that stops in this area every few years.
We are talking about possibly selling some land south of the racetrack for commercial. And what that would do is it would eliminate the opportunity for PGI to come back to Fargo.
Can't come back because it would no longer be safe for people to watch, according to safety standards.
They have a fallout zone that they have to meet, and with a commercial area there, they wouldn't have enough room with that fallout.
But why is the Red River Valley Fair thinking about selling the land?
If the city is to build this new convention center, we would sell that land, which would increase the property tax and sales tax funds for the city of West Fargo. So then in turn, that would help pay off the convention center faster.
There's mixed reaction to the possibility of PGI not coming back to this area.
I'm sure there's people who hate the noise, but you know, I for one love being able to see that kind of stuff.
Dennis Jackson says he'd hate to see PGI not return, but understands it's a nuisance to some people.
The two rescue dogs we have, they just do not like the big booms. They even get scared when it's the thunderstorms too. So it's only the fair that scares my dogs. It's actually loud noises.
Troy Jacobs says he'd be relieved if the convention deal went through and PGI was never seen or heard from again. Cornelius Hawker, Valley News Live.
Fair General Manager Brian Scholes stresses this is not a done deal. However, he says a new convention center would bring in more revenue than PGI, which comes to town at a rate of every 4 years. Coming up after weather, we have an important announcement for you. Valley News Live and the Fargo Force have a new partnership. Plus, new developments on recently fired Fargo police officer David Belkey. But first, Robert, it's a quiet one out there and pretty comfortable temperatures.
Yeah, quiet, a very nice night to get out and about. Make sure you use the bug spray, though, as you head on out and about. A live look outside on the Coronado.com Valley Skycam, part of the Storm Team Skycam network. Sun has set just a few minutes ago. Still a little bit of light in the sky. That'll be fading as we head through the next little while. 73 degrees, those winds out of the west at 8 miles per hour. Those winds will become rather light as we head through the overnight hours. Temperatures elsewhere across the region, a mix of some 60s and 70s. 64 over in Valley City, 73 in Devils Lake, 66 Langdon. 70, a common number over in Minnesota, 70 in Roseau, Baudette, Bemidji, Detroit Lakes, and into the Fergus Falls area. Winds, as mentioned, they're light. They're going to remain light tonight. And just like last night, could see a touch of fog. I don't think it will be as widespread, but the best chances will be over in portions of northern Minnesota. Don't be surprised to see a little bit of fog as you head out about very late tonight and early tomorrow. Not much in the way of cloudiness, and with hardly any clouds around, well, you guessed it, no precipitation. A little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity just off to our north. It's going to stay up there until later on tomorrow. That may drift into our far northern counties in the form of a few showers and maybe a rumble or two of thunder. Elsewhere across the northern plains, it's quiet. Across the national map, some showers and thunderstorms continue across portions of the west. Still a couple of flash flood warnings over areas of Nevada, and quite a bit of shower and thunderstorm activity stretching all the way from the southeast all the way up into the northeastern portions of the U.S. For us, as we go through the overnight hours, quiet, and again, a chance for a little bit of patchy fog, especially in our northern Minnesota counties. Here comes that activity just to our north. It'll arrive tomorrow morning mainly in the form of a bit of cloudiness, maybe an isolated sprinkle, and as we head through the afternoon and on into the evening hours, we'll get enough instability moving on in. We could see a few isolated showers and maybe a rumble or two of thunder. Temperatures warming into the 70s and 80s across the region. Sunny to the south, but a few more clouds increasing as we head through tomorrow evening. Jumping ahead to Wednesday, Storm Prediction Center has put this area in the dark green and a marginal risk for 1 or 2 severe storms. Along with that, we will be seeing some much needed rain. We'll start off in the mid 50s here in Fargo. By lunchtime, a quick warm up into the upper 70s, and later on in the day, we are going to top it out in the mid 80s. Picture of the day, a gorgeous shot. Thanks to Carla for sending this in. A sunset over Pickerel Lake. A nice picture that we're going to use as the background to our 7-day forecast. And again, quiet on your Tuesday outside of those showers in the far north. Chance for showers and storms, 1 or 2 of those severe again in the southern half of the valley. A touch cooler on Thursday. We'll warm it right back up for the weekend. And at this point, just looks like a very slight chance for a few showers and storms late Saturday.
It looks like a nice weather pattern, though. Not too hot. Get a little bit of rain.
Still cool enough to open the windows every night. So, yeah, perfect weather.
All right. Thank you, Robert.
You got it.
An appeal is likely in the case of Fargo police officer David Belkey, who was fired following an internal investigation into claims that he lied. Belkey's attorney told Valley News Live that Dave is considering the appeal along with other legal options and will be making a decision in the next couple of days. Fargo Police Chief David Todd says Belkey's firing is effective immediately. Chief Todd says he, quote, carefully considered all of the facts related to the investigation, including not filing reports, claims of lacking empathy, and GPS data that shows Officer Belkey never went to the locations he said he did on dates in question. Belkey is a 15-year veteran of the Fargo Police Force and a 4-time life-saving award recipient. Cleanup is underway at a South Fargo church and school after vandals broke 37 windows. The pastor at Nativity Church and School says he has never seen anything like this. High skylight windows in the sanctuary and classrooms were damaged by vandals throwing river rocks from the roof. Numerous classrooms were hit, but 3 are so bad that they cannot be repaired or used until repairs are made. The church expects the repairs to cost nearly $100,000.
Well, until we would have an opportunity to talk to the who, we'll never know what the why was. And so rather than trying to drive ourselves crazy to figure out why this would happen, we just say it happened.
Fargo police say if you have any information or tips to give the department a call. A Devil's Lake man will spend 10 years in prison on federal drug charges. 40-year-old Jeremy Christ was sentenced to 8 years of supervised release. Christ was arrested as part of a sting operation in which a meth deal was arranged. When he was arrested, authorities say they found marijuana with several baggies of meth. It was later determined that the meth was nearly 100% pure. A Valley News Live investigation reveals a cruel prank calls at the expense of people dealing with lost pets. In Grand Forks, people who have lost their pets post pictures and their personal phone numbers on community pages. This is in hopes that someone will find their pet. Now, some suspect pranksters are preying on people who post their personal numbers and posing that their animal in shelter in town that they're going to be put down by your vet. They're even using technology to mimic callback numbers as being the real shelter.
When we're calling someone, we're just asking them to come in. We really don't even do a whole lot of conversation over the phone. We're just like, we have a black and white cat. You have one missing. This one has a white paw. Do you want to come in and check it out?
Police and the phone company are investigating. If you have lost your pet, you are encouraged to report it to your local shelter. We now know the names of the 2 people found dead inside a Jamestown home last night. 33-year-old Casey Jensen and 26-year-old Cherish Peterson are both from Jamestown. A 3-month-old baby was found in the home unharmed and has been returned to family members as of this morning. While foul play has not been confirmed, police say a weapon was recovered at the scene. And 2 people were hurt in a 3-car crash north of Jamestown on Sunday. Investigators say 38-year-old Ernest Castillo of Gackle was northbound on Highway 52, about 3 miles north of Jamestown when he tried to turn west. Castillo failed to yield and was struck by a Chevy Colorado driven by Clay Camoni of Jamestown. A Kenworth driven by Kurt Nelson of Warren, Minnesota, was also sideswiped by Camoni. He was not hurt. There's no word on how serious the other 2 were injured. Quebec is making more room for a recent spike in refugees. The number of asylum seekers has tripled in the last 2 weeks, with more refugees crossing the border from New York. Montreal's Olympic Stadium is being used as a temporary shelter, and so far about 500 people have been sleeping on portable beds. There's now room for twice of that number. 3 new K-9 teams have joined the Minnesota State Patrol. The K-9s and their handlers today demonstrated how they'll go about searching for drugs. K-9s Keno, King, and Remy went through 10 weeks of extensive training. The handlers also went through 5 weeks of training with their assigned partners. All of these teams will assist other troopers on traffic stops, where drugs are believed to be hidden. And check this out. This afternoon truly was a fairy tale come true. Addie's annual lemonade and cupcake stand just off of A Street in Moorhead raised money to the Sunshine Foundation to help answer the dream of one little girl. 7-year-old Peyton has cerebral palsy, and her dream is to go to Disney World to meet Mickey Mouse. A number of Disney princesses made an appearance, and you might have recognized a couple of them. Valley News Live's Chris Berg and Christy Larson, even dressed to the nines as Disney royalty. There's a buzz in the building here at Valley News Live. We're able to announce our renewed media partnership with the Fargo Force. Valley News Live sports director Beth Houle joins us with the details. Beth.
Yeah, thanks, Christine. An amazing opportunity for everyone involved, really, as we here at Valley News Live join the Fargo Force in their 10th year in a commitment to make this the biggest year yet. Part of that includes bringing the Force to the fans. For the first time ever, the Fargo Force will be broadcast across the Red River Valley on MeTV. With as many as 5 games being brought to your living room, the Force become just the 3rd team in the USHL to sign a broadcast contract.
And so those people that haven't experienced hockey and think it's all maybe a physical game and fighting, that's not really reality. It's entertainment, and we want people to see that in their household, and hopefully they decide to come check it out for in person.
Well, a listing of where you can find MeTV with your cable provider is on our website, along with additional information on our partnership and ticket information. Now, Christine, these tickets go on sale in September for individual games. Group packages are already available. They're going to start their season off in October, and part of that will include some Valley News Live sponsored games where people can come out and hang out with some of us, and as well as plenty of other prize packages that we'll be announcing as the season gets underway here. A really big one you're going to want to keep your eyes out for as well.
So exciting. Thank you, Beth. Thank you so much. Still ahead tonight, dealing with disaster as Tulsa residents regroup, including questions about the warning system that didn't work.